guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to detail my experience with taking the GRE. And if you are looking to go get your master's or get into a doctoral program, you will more than likely have to take the GRE. So here we go. Alrighty, so the GRE. Child, I first knew that I would have to take the GRE during the last semester of my junior year in undergrad. So I started doing my research, I started watching YouTube videos, and just getting more information on it, how much it costs, how long is it, how much are the study materials, what score do I need. And your score is based on whatever program you're trying to get into. So towards the end of my junior year, I was really blessed to have received the GRE. I don't want to say Kaplan, but it's the GRE study book, like the study book, along with the Kaplan practice test and so many note cards and sticky notes and notes in general from a student that I knew. She was getting her PhD and she freely gave me her material. So I was really blessed that I did not have to pay for it, because I believe the book ranges between $100 and $200 or so dollars. Okay, so I wanted to start applying to grad programs fall of my senior year, because most applications are due like in December if you want to start the following fall. And so I did plan on studying over the summer. However, the summer after I completed my junior year, I had a fabulous fellowship in Chicago. And life happens. Like, I had no time to study, so I was like, okay, I'm gonna start studying in August. I'm gonna give myself at least 3 months. The more research I did, I found out that people study for like 6 months, maybe a year, and I don't know what type of people they are, but I am a regular everyday type of person. I work. At some points I was working 2 jobs, and I just don't have the time to study for a test 6 months to a year, So I started studying in August, and let me tell you, it was so boring. Like, I would go to the library where it's quiet, go to Starbucks, and as soon as I would open up the book, I would fall asleep. It was just like not fun, and I felt like I was all over the place. Like, I didn't know where to start studying, or it was just a lot. So I came up with something that worked for me. I was going to study for 3 months. I was going to study once a week for 2 hours, and I was going to go to tutoring and all of this good stuff. So I went to tutoring for the math portion because, listen, I'm a psychology major, okay? Psychological statistics was already a no for me in any other math course before that. So, like, math is just not my thing. Like, I just rather not. I was going to tutoring for math. Surprisingly, some of the questions that were in the GRE book was like even difficult for the people who were tutoring me. They're like, what kind of math is this? Sir, I don't know. That's why I am here. So that was kind of like, really, just really hard. But with the math, after I would go to tutoring, it would show me how to do certain problems. I would go home, eat dinner, and before going to bed, I would try to create problems similar to the problems we worked with in tutoring and try to do those on my own. Some were successful, some were not. So yeah. Also, with going to tutoring just for math, Kaplan, like you can create an account with Kaplan and they host free study sessions, free boot camps, free like classroom sessions that can help you prepare for the GRE. And I did a practice test with Kaplan. I did 2 practice tests with Kaplan because they have practice GRE tests for you to take. That's free. And I also did like a boot camp classroom session type thing. Now the classroom session, I ended up leaving it really early just because I just didn't think it was conducive to what I was trying to gain or what I thought I was gaining. You know, like I don't know what I thought. I thought maybe like things would be like one-on-one with the person helping me, but it was literally like myself along with 15 to 20 other students all in a group chat. You have to like type your responses and stuff. And I don't like it just was just not a good fit for me. So I remember leaving it early and feeling like what I'm gonna do. But I continue to study and go to tutoring and all of that good stuff. And I had planned to take the test in November. And the test itself is like, I want to say $150 to $200. You know, I'm a working student who lives off campus, who has to pay all of her bills, and I don't want to pay for this test. Like, I do not want to have to come up with $150 just to pay for a test. So luckily, by the grace of God, I received a scholarship specifically to pay for the GRE, which was absolutely wonderful. So I had that taken care of, and now it is test day, right? So my test was at 8 a.m. The test is 4 hours. So my test started at 8:30ish, and it didn't end till around 12:31ish, okay? And now when I arrived to the testing site, I felt like I was going through TSA and the alarm system had went off and now I have to get a cavity check. Like, that's how I felt because that's what they do to you. I didn't feel like, you know, at first I felt like, okay, you know, I've been studying, I feel a little confident and I'm about to go and take this test. But when I got there, I felt like, am I in trouble? Am I going to jail? You know, you have to show your ID. They give you a locker so that you can put like your purse in it and anything else that you have on you that you're not supposed to have. And so now it's time for you to get searched. I wear glasses, okay, because I am a little blind. I had to take off my glasses. They had to like search my glasses to make sure I didn't have any cameras in it. I had to roll up my leggings and they like felt on my leg, my hairy leg. Like they felt on my thighs, on my arms, my back. I had to take off my shoes, take off my socks, and I've never been through that before, and I think it was unacceptable. I do. I think, you know, that doesn't put you in the mindset to go and take a test, like, because it's a little bit of a violation to me, I feel. And they have cameras watching you. You go into a room that's full of cubicles, but on the outside of the room, there's a huge computer and there's cameras above each cubicle, and they're watching you to make sure you don't cheat. And also, every 10 minutes, they come into the room just to check. 4 hours, every 10 minutes, they came into the room to check on you. Girl. So now I'm searched, and I go in, and I take my seat, They give you pencil, paper, all of that good stuff. And now it is time to take the test. So on the GRE, you have 3 sections. You have math, reading, and then you have writing. And English may be mixed with the reading or so. And so with the writing, you get an hour because there are 2 writing topics, but you get 30 minutes for each one, if I'm not mistaken, if my memory serves me correctly. And for the math, oh my God, the math was so hard. The math was literally so hard. I'm not even gonna lie. Like, I tried my hardest to work through each problem, but a good bit of those problems I literally just had the Christmas tree, because I ain't know it. And I'm just like, I ain't finna waste my time on something that I do not know. Okay? I started falling asleep because it's cold and it's just boring. Your eyeballs are glued to a computer screen forever. Now you do get to take a break. Like, you get to get water and go to the bathroom. But when you come back in, it's like they have to recheck your ID. They have to research you all over again. And it's just a crazy process. So going through the test, the test is coming to an end. Praise God. And for the program I was applying to, I needed a 148, I think. I ended up getting a 150, which in my opinion it's bad. The highest score you could get, I think, was like a 170. And so I'm just like, I spent 3 months preparing for this test. Got a scholarship to take this test, and I did horrible on it. What am I going to do with my life? Like, what am I going to do? And of course, I still applied to the program that I had in mind, even with my 150 GRE test score. And of course, I was rejected. I was denied. So yeah, I was just like, what am I going to do now? Well, I found a program that did not require the GRE, praise God. And shout out to all programs that do not require the GRE, because you are greatly appreciated. However, I do plan on getting my doctorate one day. And I really hope I can find a program that does not require me to take the GRE, because I don't want to go through that process ever again. But if I could go back in time and do things completely over with, because I know what I did wrong. And what I did wrong, in my opinion, is I didn't study enough. Like, I could have studied more than 3 months. You know, it would have been like a hassle, and it would have been, you know, tough on me to find time to do it. But maybe if I would have studied longer than the 3 months that I did study, maybe my scores would have been better. But all in all, I never want to take that test again, just because I do not like the overall experience and the feeling and the anxiety that I personally get when it's time to take a test of that caliber. Like, I don't like the way those type of things make me feel, and I wish that those tests just did not exist, honestly. Like, if I'm trying to get into a graduate program, I'd prefer to be like tested on things pertaining to the program I'm trying to get in. You know what I mean? If you're going to ask me questions, or if you're going to ask me to write about something, ask me to write about something dealing with psychological assessments, or dealing with, I don't know, research, or dealing with mental health disorders. Write about something that I'm about to go into. You know what I mean? Like, all these math equations that I'm never going to see again, stop it. So my advice to anyone who is preparing to take the GRE, studying for the GRE, thinking about taking a GRE, please, please, please study. Get a tutor, a personal tutor if you have to. Take your time on the test. Do not get bored. Do not get sleepy like this girl did. And do not let your anxiety get to you, I think. So, and good luck to anyone out there who is preparing to take the GRE. I hope you all have enjoyed this video. Please do not forget to like, subscribe, comment, and follow me on all of my social media platforms. Thank you all for tuning in, and until next time.